What's good, guys? It's TSG, and today we're going through the dev vlog that Aaron just dropped for February. So it is a pretty long read, so I'm not going to read through the whole thing. I'm going to paraphrase here and there and just kind of get the main points across. Getting straight into it, you can have a look here in this intro part. Aaron just talks about how last month in February, it did seem like a quiet month, but actually there was a lot of back-end stuff that was going on. A lot of things that they had to do, things that was kind of running in the background that us as the community didn't really see. He mentions that a lot of projects are nearly done, and that wasn't originally meant to be the plan. They were scheduled to be coming out monthly starting in November, but just the way things kind of happened and things got pushed back, everything's kind of congesting right now into a point where it seems like once one of them starts to come out, it's just going to be rolling really quickly. So a lot of things have been delayed, but it seems like based off this devlog that this March is going to be a good starting point for things to really start pumping up. So the first specific thing that he talks about is Illuvium Arena, which is the order battler systems. The first thing he says in this section is that we should notice that none of the details below are going to stop the beta testers from giving feedback. So my interpretation of that is, one, we actually don't know when this blog was written. It could be a couple of days ago, it could be a week ago. But what it could mean is that the beta testing has already started, or that we're very, very close to it. Could be days. I don't want to say weeks, because if you're in the Discord, you're kind of always hearing when, a couple of weeks. So who knows? Again, this is just my interpretation, but it does seem like we are very close to things happening now. So it seems like the arena section of the game is very, very close to being done. As you can see, they're saying that the final polish is underway, and the only unimplemented systems are the augments and bonding. To be honest, I'm not too sure what he means by bonding, whether it's bonding your items with certain things. I'm not too sure. Augments, on the other hand, I'm actually super keen to see what happens there. Augments are going to be these little bonuses that you're going to bid for. So at the start of the game, you or your opponent have a set of, I think they said 3 augments that might give you a better defense, a better attack speed, something like that. And you bid your energy for it to see who wins it. And it's just it's like a little buff type thing that they offer you. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to read through the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of paraphrase and give you the main kind of points. If you want to have a look, I'll put the link down below. But pretty much to sum it up, for the arena side of things, it does look like they're making really, really good progress. It looks like they've got their leaderboard working. They've improved the UI, the health bars, the card orders, just everything there. With that, I'm not too worried about that, because when we do start playing the game, it is still going to be in an open beta. So there could be possible changes with that. But the fact that they are saying that they have made improvements already is a good sign. Other things like camera improvements, again, it's hard for us to really comment on that, considering we didn't really see the previous state of things. But if they're saying that it's improvement, we're going to take their word for it. One of the big things that I can see here is that they're saying that all of the VFX is ready. So all the synergies, everything else like that, the VFX is done. And now they're just kind of fine-tuning the bugs and whatnot, which I think is a great thing that they've got that done. And now they can put their focus on other things. Yeah, it does seem like they have been working really hard. Aaron does mention that last month alone, they found 180 defects. They've resolved 160 of them, but there were still quite a few. But again, the fact that they resolved them all should give us all a peace of mind and know that things are running at a pretty decent pace. The next thing is the Overworld. That's the open world where you're exploring. It seems like most of the team has been moved to focus on this for the private beta 2, which is the open world beta. It seems like they're pretty content. Oh, I won't say content. I think they're pretty happy with where the order battler is right now, arena. And they're fine tuning it, but they know that they can do that pretty simply compared to what needs to be done in the overworld. So he mentions here that the environmental team is pretty much at the finalizing stages of Crimson Waste. That's the one that we've seen Grant live stream, set dressing and whatnot, and we've got so many leaks of those pictures on Grant's Twitter, the Illuvium Discord character leak channel, because that is, if I'm not mistaken, that is the first region that we're going to have access to. It says they have outsourced 2 of their regions for development. the Abyssal Basin, and Brightland Steppes. He says that they're going well, so that's always a good thing to hear. I believe that those are the 3 that we're going to be starting off with. So having 3 of those done well is going to be really good for immersion into the game. Again, he does mention that the UI is functional and that the UI is fully designed. Whether that stays for the whole thing, possibly. Whether they change it based on feedback, again, also possible. But the fact that they're saying that they're happy with where it's at is a good sign. The next thing, Illuvium 0. So they're saying that they've already got an internal beta running, so that means there are people already on the team that are playing the game. He also mentions that they are planning on releasing gameplay footage soon, which is going to be awesome for those people that are really looking forward to it, especially people that are really looking forward to land, to see what they can expect with Illuvium 0 and what that land is going to get them. He does say that there are a few things that still need to be done, like VFX and just sounds, and that just need to be improved. But it does seem like it's just minor upgrades and minor improvements to make it a full-fledged kind of complete package to present out to us. Following that, he talks about the launch cinematic. So he says, shapeshifters have begun the initial work on the cinematic. It seems like there's going to be a new cinematic coming out, which is going to be more heavily focused on the story, which I am super excited for. I love storytelling and lore and kind of understanding the world and giving depth to the world. I'm very excited to have a deeper understanding of the world and everything that's going on there. He does say that the script is pretty much done. They're kind of just reviewing it and nothing should really change. But that is going to be something that we can look forward to. So if I'm not mistaken, shapeshifters are the same people that did either the first cinematic or had parts to do in the second gameplay trailer, the cinematic portions in that trailer. And being Aaron, he does give us a little bit of a tidbit where he says that shapeshifters have been working hard or that they've been doing a lot, which I'm going to interpret as there's more than one thing that they're kind of putting out. Kieran did mention, I think it was Kieran, that mentioned that there was going to be a trailer of some kind for Illuvitars. So I can see that kind of happening. If they're doing it for Illuvitars, it makes sense marketing-wise to do it for Illuvium 0 and everything else that they're doing. If they can put even a small cinematic together, it will just do something to build the hype and have people sharing it on Twitter and whatnot. So it is a small thing that could make a big difference. Just going to take a second, guys. If you enjoy the video and you're finding it informative, please hit the subscribe button below. I've noticed that only 12% of you guys that watch are subscribed. If you do enjoy this, please hit the subscribe button. It takes 1 second and it makes a huge difference for the channel, for the algorithm. So please, 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 I appreciate if you just hit that like button. Back to it. He then goes into the game loader, which used to be the app for the private beta. What the game loader is, imagine it just like the exe file, the loader that you install onto your PC or your Mac. And it's essentially like a hub. Think of it like a hub where you're going to get all your patch notes, your updates, your patches, your access to the Illuviary, IlluviDEX, the games themselves. It's kind of that hub station where you can have access to everything in that Illuvium ecosystem. He does say that it's about 70%, the UI is about 70% done, which I think is actually pretty good. 30% doesn't seem like it's a stretch to kind of complete. It seems like they're near that end phase now. I am really hoping that it is a smooth user experience, and the interface is quite simple and easy to understand and navigate. We will have to wait and see, but yeah, I am very keen to see how they kind of do it, because I think that game loader is going to be the first thing that we kind of see in the Illuvium ecosystem, and I think it's important that it leaves us with a pretty good first impression. Alright, he then goes into staking V2. Staking V2, if you're in the Discord, you're going to see when V2, soon, 1 week, 2 weeks, 7 hours. But essentially, the reason that V2 keeps getting pushed back is just because of audits. And audits are one of those things that once it's out of your hands, it really is out of your hands and you have to wait. It seems here that they had 4 audits to go through. An internal audit, an audit with a white hat. I am not going to try to pronounce that name because I'm going to butcher it. And a third audit with Peck Shield. Those 3 are all complete. They've got one more with QuantStamp. I think that's how you say it, QuantStamp. So that's being re-audited, and it says that it's kind of currently going on. So how long that's going to take, I don't know. I've heard before, this is just, take this with a grain of salt. I've heard that an audit can take about 2 weeks. So yeah, do with that information what you will. He then goes into the land sale and the IlluviDEX. So he's now confirmed that after discussions that we've had in Discord and obviously discussions that they've had on the back end, that the land sale is going to be a hybrid sale. The sales portion of the land sale is going to be on layer 1, which means that there is going to be gas. There is potential for gas wars. They are still going through the Dutch auction system, so hopefully that helps a bit. But land sale is going to be on land 1, but it will directly be minted on IMX, which is the layer 2. So you won't need to buy it and then transfer it. You buy it and it gets minted on layer 2. So that should save you some gas there. He then says that the IlluviDEX is going to be soon ready after that, because if people want to, I can imagine there's going to be some people that want to buy it, mint it, and flip it pretty soon after. So the IlluviDEX is going to be running. A little bit more information about the IlluviDEX, which I got off Aaron a couple days ago on Discord. Essentially, the marketplace will be the IMX marketplace. The IlluviDEX, as you can see here, is being hooked up with the API, which means that it's going to be accessing the IMX marketplace, but just with the IlluviDEX user interface. So what that means is if you list something on the IMX marketplace, someone else could buy it both from the IMX marketplace and the IlluviDEX marketplace, as they're the same thing. So it's just a difference in user interface, but it is the same marketplace, which is I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really insightful. Oh, they did mention that the tier 5 auction, they are going to have an announcement for it and do something bigger for it, because obviously there are only 7 of those tier 5 lands, and those tier 5 lands are going to hold stadiums. So all future esports competitions and just events are going to be on those tier 5. So there is a bit of hype and there is a bit of reverence for those bits of land. He does go in to say that they are planning a live stream or something. So hopefully I can get involved in that, because I think that's just going to be mental. It's kind of seeing and just I can't imagine what numbers are going to be thrown around for the tier 5s. But it's going to be the first time that we get a taste of RevDiz as well. So the higher the number goes, the better it is for all of us that are staked. He then goes into that they're kind of refurbishing and redoing their website. I know they've previously said that organizing and developing a new website was on the to-do list, but it was low priority. They kind of wanted to take the approach that work on the product, focus on the product, and let the product speak. But it does now seem like they're splitting their focus a little bit to kind of cover that website to bring everything up together at the same time. One important thing, because this whole space is very scam friendly. There are a lot of scams going out. He makes the announcement that Illuvium will no longer be sending any links of any kind. Everything will be done through the website, so it's best to bookmark the website. I am also including that in this video because I want to put that out there. I don't want to see anyone get scammed. Protect yourself and just be cautious. Just pay attention. Just pay attention and just don't do anything rushed. I think that's the thing. Just don't rush into anything. Alright, so personally, the thing that I am looking forward to the most in this devlog is the Illuvitars. I have become a little bit of a degen with the whole NFTs and profile pictures and whatnot. I got in pretty deep. I won't say super deep, but pretty deep with the lizards. And I know I'm going to go crazy with the Illuvitars. I'm very excited to see what they do with that. And I really think it's going to be, it's just going to be mental. My opinion, it's going to be mental. He goes into a bit of the details just about kind of just talking about it. I'm not going to go through that. But he does say that set 1 is complete, which is really, really good to know. He also says that set 2 has already been decided and has already started being worked on. As for what Kieran has mentioned before, I think he said that the team should be able to get something done within 2 to 3 months, a set of Illuvitars. So if they are able to pump it out like that, I am looking forward to see what they do and see how that little ecosystem of Illuvitars does. He mentions that the plans are, it could be a possibility to go with the land sale route there with selling the Illuvitars on layer 1 but minting them on layer 2. So again, that does include gas fees for the mint, but it doesn't include, you don't need to pay gas fees for transferring it to the layer 2. He then goes into talking about the DAO dashboard and the Illuviary being on hold because the contributors are doing other things. Everything else we've mentioned. So those things are on hold, but when they happen, they happen. Again, I don't think anyone's kind of shouting for those things right now. I think other things are much more important to go through. Another big thing that he dropped in this blog was the investment app. It's been mentioned before that we know the seed investors, their tokens are going to start unlocking on the 31st of March. And they were thinking of ways of how we can limit the sell pressure and things like that. And one of the solutions was to offer the community the seed tokens at a lower price than market. It makes the seeds happy that they can offload with a profit, and it gives the community a chance to buy in at a lower market price, but we have to hold it for an extended period of time. He does say that the app won't be ready by the end of March, but he's got another plan that maybe might make that not relevant. I think it was something to do with, this is my assumption, I know they are in a discussion about pushing the team unlocks back again, so that could possibly be it, but we'll have to see how it goes. One thing that I am super curious about is if we do buy at these lower price and lock that, I'm assuming that we wouldn't be able to use those tokens in the SLP, the Sushi Liquidity Pool, as they'd be locked. So depending on how much you're buying and things like that, you do need to make that calculation. Is it worth getting that discount and locking it for a period of time? Or is it better off to pay that premium, the market price, so you've got that flexibility to stake it into the Sushi Liquidity Pool, which obviously has a much higher APY. He then goes into some general updates about the story, the governance, the marketing, the production infrastructure, and the way I'm not going to go into that. If you want to read the general updates, I'll again link for the devlog is down below. Have a look, or you can just pause and read it here. But essentially, he summarizes saying that he understands that there is some negative sentiment in the community right now based on the delays and things not kind of hitting that mark. And with the market kind of being low as well, it seems like everyone is kind of antsy and they want something. They want to see something. So he does acknowledge that, and he does say that all good things take time. All good products take time. Personally, I don't feel any kind of way. I'm not sad or angry about it. I wish that things did come out because it would be exciting. It gives me things to talk about, it gives me things to look forward to. But I'm not I understand things happen in life, especially in a project such as this. It's impossible to expect a smooth sail the whole way. He says that the SILV2 claim is about to drop. Again, we've had 7 hours, we've had a couple of days. So we kind of just have to see how that plays out. But it just seems soon. But yeah, to wrap that up, it seems like a lot of things are going to be coming in March. It seems like it's going to be a very, very busy month. I will do my best to keep up to date and give you guys content and share everything that's going on. And I really look forward to hearing your feedback as well about the content, about the information in the content. Let me know, what are you most excited for in this devlog? Do you think that it's going to be another delay from what we're seeing? What is your sentiment? What are you guys feeling? I really want to know. I'm really appreciating everyone that's leaving comments in all of my videos. I really, really appreciate the differing opinions because it does give me a lot of insight. So I do thank everyone that does leave a comment down below. And with that, if you enjoyed the video, found it informative, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below. What did you feel about this devlog? Is it what you were expecting? Is it not? What are you looking forward to the most? Let me know. And I'm sure I'll see you guys soon. Peace.